Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to Scared and Alone. I'm your host, Dean Haglund, and we are super thrilled to be tonight coming to you from the Stafford Palace Theater in Stafford Springs, Connecticut, one of the most freaky vaudeville houses in all of America. As you know, Scared and Alone is the only live, interactive paranormal investigation where you were invited to participate. So start your EVP recordings and be our eyes and ears upon this investigation. Of course, I'm not alone. We are joined, as always, with a plethora of supernatural investigators, starting with, over on the East Coast, the Gentleman Psychic, our very own spectral Bob Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Richard-Lael Lillard. Richard-Lael, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You have a canvas already prepared? It seems that you've started.
I do have. I love this space. There's a lot of interesting energy that's here. It's vaudeville, and so there's a plethora of a lot of joy. There's some sadness. It's a really mixed bag, and tonight
Right.
that's what I'm going to be showing in my drawing.
Yeah. So the Stafford Palace Theater is a historic vaudeville theater space that then was converted into a movie theater. Has a long history, and we're going to learn a lot about that throughout the evening. And a lot of that history is known by our paranormal investigator from Key West, Florida, coming to us from the haunted fire hall, if I'm not mistaken. It's David L. Sloan, ladies and gentlemen. David L., how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited about tonight.
Fantastic. You coming to us from the fire hall still in Key West?
No, I am at the corporate headquarters for Sloan's Ghost Fort Adventures tonight.
Oh, you are? Is
No,
that behind you, Robert the Guy? Is that who I'm seeing? Very good. Yes, as always. Well, we will be coming to you time and time again for a lot of historical background.
There's so much to this place, and it's not just the building, the land that it's on, and the surrounding land. It's intense.
Wow. I look forward to that. And coming to us from Los Angeles, it is our paranormal investigator back with us after a long time. It's Tammie Merheb-Chavez. How are you, Tammie?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much, Dean.
Thank you so much. It's been a while since you've been on our show.
Yeah.
You've been busy. I don't know what you've been doing.
Been very busy. I have a big project with the Travel Channel that'll be hitting social media very soon, and planning out some more future investigations.
Wow. Well, let's not ruin your NDA that you signed, but talking more about that. And let's go, of course, to the bravest woman in all of paranormal phenomena. It is our very own ghost bait, being alone by herself in the Stafford Palace Theater. It's Courtney Buckley, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Courtney?
Dean, I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well. It's great to see you back after a couple of weeks off. I hope you recovered after whatever trauma we put you through.
There was a lot of trauma that I had to recover from, but I think I'm good. I am very excited about tonight. In all my years of investigating, I've never investigated a place quite like this, so I'm very excited. David's excitement scares me, if I'm being honest. So we'll just see where the night goes.
Fantastic. And throughout the night, we may have a couple of special guests dropping by based on their travel and where they are throughout America. But first, let's talk about the Palace Theater there in Stafford Springs. Built in 1850, as I understand, for a theater in a small town. It's been through a lot. And if I read the history right, a fire and a couple of floods. David L. Sloan, is that correct?
Yeah, there's been so much going on there. You know, the entire Stafford Springs area, first people there were Native Americans, and they came to the area because of these springs that they believed had these healing properties. There were these iron bogs and these springs, and they used to drink the water so that they could better commune with the spirits. And they'd set up their wigwams around the area. And you don't realize how close the Stafford Palace Theater is to where they set up their camp with these wigwams. I mean, they could have been camping right on top of it.
Wow. So,
They introduced.
There's natural flowing like hot springs or like water springs.
And here's the thing about the springs, though, they were marketed as these mineral springs.
Yeah.
I've only been researching it for a week, but you've got the high iron content. You've got a strong sulfur content. I don't know how healing these springs were. I think there were a lot of sick people going there who maybe got sicker because of this. And that's speculation. But iron, with the iron bogs, iron has all these properties that tie into paranormal activity. And then, the Native Americans showed the Puritans the springs to try to make an alliance. And we know what happened from there. They kind of got pushed out. It became a place that was marketed as a retreat. But there's a lot of strange coincidences that go on there. There's a lot of suicides. There's a lot of water deaths. There's a lot of dark stuff. So it goes beyond that. And then they build the actual theater building there. It was a furniture store at one time. It was probably a lot of different things.
Oh, so it wasn't built originally as a vaudeville house. It was actually had previous.
One of the earliest records I found shows it. Let me see. It was a map from 1878, and it was the G.H. Baker furniture store. Yeah, it became a theater not long after that, from best I can tell. But it was used. I mean, theaters weren't just like movie theaters like we think of now. The vaudeville experience. I mean, this was where people went to forget their troubles. You got to understand the emotional imprint people put here. This wasn't movies. This was live actors who were traveling on a circuit, living very hard lives. Yeah. And as Richard-Lael mentioned, there's happiness, there's sadness, there's a lot of emotion. And yeah, there were major floods that came through. With all the rivers around there, they had some dams break that caused millions in damage back in the 1870s. Fires. It's an intense place.
Wow. Fantastic. And I think, Courtney, yes, you're
there's already things happening. There's already things happening while David was talking.
David,
when you first mentioned the fires and the floods, I've talked about this before in different episodes, that eerie, like, stillness, like the air isn't moving. There's fans going everywhere in here. Oh, that was a fire truck. Okay.
That even was.
Oh, did you see that?
No.
2 lights have gone out.
Not again.
No, two. I swear to God. So I've been hearing this like tapping noise, which could very well be like building settling kind of but it sounds suspiciously like footsteps. So I was like looking over there while I was listening to David, and then
right
specifically,
here, Courtney, where are you? You're on the ground.
I'm in front. I'm right at where you would enter. So you'd come in through here. The bar is right behind me.
Yeah.
And then the stage is behind me here.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so I'm right in like the main entrance, but I'm going to tilt you up for a second. These lights right here. This one and one up here, which I think might be on now.
The ones right above you?
Yeah.
Just one.
And they're all on a switch together. We tested the lights earlier.
Seth in the comments says the spirits are aware of your presence, especially now that the story's been brought up. And with those lights going out, we know they need energy from different places. They're taking it from the lights first, and they're probably going to try to take it from you.
I mean, they can have it if they want it to get things going. But
no, that's good.
Okay, so we are on the ground floor. We also have the owners here, if I'm not mistaken. They have purchased this theater and are restoring it, and it's David and Lisa Bacchiacchi. Are they on our Zoom right now, or are they going to come in later? They're going to come in later, I take it. Okay, so Courtney, we're now going to begin this investigation, and I'm already terrified because I remember the last theater we went into was also had a historical litany of a different venue or machinations, and it was all terrifying. And of course, electrical things happened there. I believe I actually blew out my sound card last time we did this. So
was it from all the screaming, Dean?
No, there was an electrical thing that happened there. I wasn't screaming. My sound card went. Yeah. So we are at the Palace Theater. The Palace Theater chain, of course, was a famous vaudeville chain, much like the Orpheum, that would have their palace acts travel around the country. Most famously, the Marx Brothers were a palace theater act. So in theory, they perhaps had played there back in the 20s and the 30s. So you are now standing on the main floor, already terrified. Tammie, let's throw it to you. What are you feeling? What are you sensing? Where should we go?
I'm feeling like the stage area. I'm seeing men in. I'm getting the sense of men in acrobat wear for some reason.
Oh,
Is that weird?
That is a vaudeville act. Yeah.
I don't. It's like I'm seeing two men on stage like doing an acrobats. I don't know why, but when I think of vaudeville, I always think of dancing. But for some reason, I'm seeing acrobatics happening in this theater.
Courtney, walk closer to the stage with your K2 meter and just show us what, if anything, energy-wise. Oh, what the heck?
I just turned. Well, no.
Oh,
it's on.
It's already
going.
in the red. What?
Usually, when I just turn it on, like it'll spike when the light came on.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I'm telling you, like I feel like a male like energy in there. I don't know what it is, but it's like male and it's strong. So I'm looking at.
I mean, I brought some whiskey to share with them.
Perfect.
Oh, good.
I wonder if
Courtney.
Richard-Lael.
Oh my God! And Richard is painting a male. Yeah, he's being.
Well, Richard-Lael, yes, I am. But there's more to that. But Courtney's bringing whiskey to a bunch of people who are traveling performers. It's about to get wild, Courtney.
Isn't that what we're counting on?
One freak to another. It's about to get wild.
Are you disparaging the theatrical arts with some hint of whiskey as a magnet to?
I mean,
actors
I was
and
a theater
artists?
major, and I'm 6 years sober, so
There you
I
go.
feel like there's something to that.
Yeah.
Richard-Lael, let's go back to you for a second. What have you were already
yeah, so I the first thing that I encountered, well, there's several. There is when I went back in time, there's a heavier set man who's not on the stage, but he's a heavier set man. He gives me pangs like a heart attack. I don't know anything about him. He's just a heavier set man. He's the first. Then there's a woman. She's in it's probably about 1934. She's a singer and she's really happy. She keeps talking about her silk stockings and are my seams straight. But the funniest thing that I'm getting is probably going to be right up David L. Sloan's alley. And that is, I keep getting this image of a dummy of this act, and when I'm hearing it, I saw the dummy and then I pulled out and I saw more. So it's a soldier and he's entertaining this other group of, I don't know the year, but he's entertaining soldiers, and he's got this act and he says something along the lines of, I'm preparing for war, and the dummy says, oh, I didn't know you were married.
Okay, that's a pretty good vaudeville joke, I'm going to say.
Right?
And
then he says something about, well, the good thing about going into the military is that at least I know that it's not my wife's cooking. If I die, it won't be food poisoning.
Vaudeville. That's solid vaudeville comedy right there.
But that was I kept seeing that over and over and over. So I'm actually going to do a combination. I'm going to paint the man that I saw with a heart attack as if he were a dummy.
Oh,
that's
crazy.
And the ventriloquist dummies were so huge in vaudeville too. I mean, they had the singing, they had the dancing, but they had a lot of the comedy acts, and that ventriloquism was a big part of that with the dummies.
It was often matched with magicians too, right? It was like both to be the summoning the power of the supernatural with your ability to produce magic and the ability to make a seemingly inanimate object talk. So ventriloquism, magician-y, all in the same boat. David L. Sloan. Oh, Courtney. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. You were holding up your
Sure.
K2 meter. What are we looking at?
I came back because the K2 meter that I was just using went up to red and never came down. And I just want to confirm that that's an accurate reading. So I have a second K2 meter that I want to dig out from my bag of tricks here and test to see if it's the K2 or if it's Okay, so it's the place.
So everything's redlining.
I would put a K2 on the stage and then keep the other one with you. Just to see.
Can you do that? Put one on the stage, Courtney. Leave one there so we can see it.
Yeah.
And then one as you walk around. I assume the stage has a lot of energy just because.
Oh yeah.
So what's funny is that when Richard-Lael was talking about the woman, I was standing right at the edge of the stage, almost thinking like, oh, I should just like hop right up here and sit here. And I was thinking to myself, it's so strange. And maybe it's because the lights are on still, but I feel very happy in here. And then he said that woman who was the singer felt very happy, which was interesting. But so yeah, we have one set up on the stage now.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, that one's not really doing much, but this one is.
I think they're ready for the whiskey.
Yeah, when you mention whiskey, some people, there it is.
The psychics who a lot of the sensitive people in the comment section, they're saying as soon as you mention whiskey, they really perked up. They say, we see a man in black behind you. I mean, people are picking up on all this stuff. And they want the whiskey. And think about it. There was a lot of prohibition. I mean, during the prohibition era, vaudeville was pretty big. So this is like, it's not just say, hey, here's a little whiskey. This is like, oh, you've got whiskey.
David, what's funny is when I was at the liquor store, again, a sober person in a liquor store, I was in and out, but did anybody see that?
What happened?
I just saw in my camera right here, like someone was walking.
Yeah, someone else saw a woman in the comments section. I saw something.
That would be like.
I would love to see.
That's up to the stage right here. I just saw someone walking this way.
And I think I noticed the K2 going off too.
Penny Edwards saw a person standing next to you. Amber Beginning saw a woman.
I'm just enlarging my screen now, and
but yeah,
another man has entered. Yeah, I'm
getting.
Haley
Castellano says another man has entered. Penny Edwards says, "Yeah, a woman." We've got a lot of the regulars back. This is great.
Are they on stage though, or I'm seeing them more?
This was right here, but this is the stairway to the stage right here to get on the stage. So I saw it like this, like it walked from like here to here.
Can you go over there?
Yeah, sure. What I was going to say, David, is while I was at the liquor store, I looked at the moonshine, and that's exactly what I thought of, and I almost got moonshine.
That would have been lovely. I guess.
I couldn't pour it it was in a mason jar. I couldn't pour it without spilling it. I didn't want to spill it. So. All right, so I'm right here. This is where I saw that figure.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything or see. I saw it in my own screen on my camera.
And what's like that? Is that an exit door behind you? Does that go outside or does that go into?
I'm not sure where that goes.
Do you just want to open it briefly? Because it seems that.
Hopefully there's not an alarm attached to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
I don't know and I don't like it.
It's your blackness. Is it stairs? Is it going down?
There's stairs going up.
Oh,
yeah. Wow.
Oh, Courtney.
No,
Courtney,
no.
Courtney, listen. I found some documents talking about when the theater changed hands, and it changed so many times, and it went by many different names. But during one of the changes, it had the owner rebuilding the stairs because they had been too steep, and he had to make them less of a slope because people were falling down them.
Are these the stairs?
I don't know if those are the stairs. I haven't been in the theater, but there's the article that talks about them redoing them because they were too steep, and it was after a prominent woman fell down the stairs.
And this is right where I saw somebody walking.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you go stand on it? Is there a hand you can hold on to?
I need to go get my lantern so that I can see and not fall. So let me leave. I'm going to leave you guys here.
Okay.
and you can keep watch.
Okay.
And
And
I'm
I
gonna
just
go get
bought a $400 4K monitor for this show specifically because my previous monitor was just a series of pixels. But now with my heightened resolution, I should be able to witness any anomaly that I can't put down to a lame monitor. But even staring at a blank, empty doorway is frightening. Maybe I'm just a coward. Tammie?
It's crazy that I'm reading the comments and someone mentioned seeing a woman. And then when David brought up a woman falling down the stairs, I'm kind of curious to know if it's something residual, or did this woman pass due to her injuries from falling down the stairs? Or could it be connected to something else?
Oh my! Oh, those are frightening stairs.
Yeah, those look pretty safe.
And apparently that's an alley that goes behind the theater. Someone in the comment section says that's it's an alley that goes behind the building.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there's a door at the top. There's snow at the bottom of the stairs, or something.
Snow?
There's a footprint.
So I think the staircase, there's probably another interior staircase where that happened, but let's get them a drink. I think
Yeah.
Can I shut this now?
Yeah.
No. I'm curious about a single footprint in the snow.
Oh,
Is that
it looks like a modern, it looks like a sneaker footprint.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
Right there.
But
Can you see it?
This is snow from outside.
Mm-hmm.
It snowed.
technically-
We had snow squalls today.
So
Right,
this is open air. So this isn't part of the theater.
Well, no, it's closed in here. So I don't know if maybe there's like somewhere that it's coming in down here.
How do you get snow indoors and get a footprint on it?
I don't know, but now my footprint's in it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But wait, point up to the ceiling. There's a roof.
Right.
Yeah. So how did snow get into a stairwell? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, maybe it's not snow. I don't know. It looks like snow.
Is it cold? Can you touch it?
I don't know what it is.
I'm already. Why is there? That's drywall dust. Isn't it?
Then I'm not touching it, Dean, because I'll get fiberglass in my fingers. He's
Okay.
just trying to kill me.
Is it melting?
It's cold. I don't know.
Courtney's haunted by asbestos all of a sudden.
Yeah, right.
I already have
Courtney?
enough problems breathing when you guys make me go up and down the stairs. I don't need that.
I'm sorry. It's just weird that snow. What I assumed was an indoor stairway is an
It
odd place
certainly-
for snow with a footprint.
It's probably drywall dust. It looks like
will
it
tell
looks
you,
like it could be.
Courtney,
Yeah,
Richard-Lael?
I'm
as
listening.
long as you're doing as bestos you can.
Wow.
I love this show so much.
I'm sorry. That is the lamest. We're all channeling vaudeville
It was so
comedians.
good. I mean,
These are the vaudeville gags that we loved from the
I
turn of the
know.
century. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay,
All right.
so Courtney, where are you now? What and is that a potbelly stove behind you?
Oh, wow.
What's
it
behind
looks like
you?
cabinets.
No. Go one more back.
This way.
Yeah. What's that there on the corner?
Oh, this.
Yeah.
This is what scared the crap out of me when I was outside of the building. As you guys know, I love when things look like humans, so I can be afraid of it. And it's a beautiful lamp. There's 3 of them. But this one I could see from outside, and I jumped and sent a picture to our wonderful producers and said, it's already starting. So
So there's a sculpture of
hadn't
figurines
even been inside.
holding lamps on the bar.
Yeah, they do look like humanoids if you walk in there.
Is that the
dark
bar, like-
and everything?
Can you turn off the lights and pour a drink?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's
Seems whiskey
this sort
is
of bar area.
Yeah.
This looks like a bar. I'm not sure if it's like the actual bar, but then there's also like the refreshment room, which is over here.
Oh. But now this is to the public, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
Would
where
there
should I
not
go?
be backstage I would think if any of the entities who perform there would probably be more comfortable in their dressing rooms and or backstage at the theater, which I assume is where they would consume their whiskey if everybody's excited about you offering traveling performers.
Should I go on stage?
Go on stage and go
on stage?
through
All right, I'll turn the lights off.
the back curtain.
You wouldn't happen to have cigarettes on you too, Courtney? Remember the theater people love to smoke. You know,
I have them in my car.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I did not
Tobacco and
bring them
whiskey. You know,
the light went on.
Ah, see, there you
What?
go. They want a tobacco. They want a cigarette. They're like, wait, you gotta.
they're restless for
Yeah.
Every actor I
this
know
one went off.
just wants a shot and
At
oh
a
my
Lucy?
gosh.
Who wants a
Okay.
Lucy? Ask him who wants a Lucky Strike.
No, what is the turn of the century brand cigarette that they would know? I would think the first one would be Colgate. No, not Colgate.
That's a toothpaste. Is that a
Oh my gosh, look at the meters going off. Okay.
Anybody
go
want a
up on
Marlboro?
stage. Yeah, go up on the stage and then exit either.
I'm going to turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
An exit stage right, and I assume you will get to some dressing rooms that the performers used back in the day.
Oh,
There we go.
God,
Yeah.
now it's dark. David, stop being so excited about this.
Oh no, this is the best.
Okay. Oh God, now it's creepy. Okay. All right.
Okay, David, do we know any of the history of any of the performers who might have gone through this theater?
There were a lot of different performers, a lot of the vaudeville ones, you know, some of them went big. This was an off vaudeville theater. I don't think it was owned by one of the big vaudeville companies. So it
So it wasn't part of the Palace chain like Orpheum?
Not the best I could tell. I mean,
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff out there, and with the different theaters, it's hard to tell exactly what was where. But there were some people who had some decent names, but a lot of it was kind of an off circuit. But the cool thing was, people from all over Connecticut and all over the area would come in to go there. They, I believe they had a train connection, so it was a huge theater that drew the local population. And this was a mill town. Because of all the water, this was a mill town.
Oh.
So a real good working class mill town, and people weren't always living the best lives, and they really were here to escape their problems.
Wow. Okay, cool. So Courtney, are you on stage now?
I'm on stage.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
and that's a siren
Here is-
outside.
Yeah. This is what I brought.
Oh, Canadian Club. How Canadian of you.
It came with a glass.
Oh yeah,
And that's what
that's
I
very
brought.
nice. Yeah. Awesome.
So I think when you do this, okay, so we're getting a few names. Cindy Plume is picking up on the names Virginia and Sylvester. I think it would be cool if first invite the spirits down and maybe say something along the lines of, I've so enjoyed your performance. I'd like to buy you all a drink. Come on down and join me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then put the glass out and pour it.
All right.
And then I think I'd do a toast, you know, where you say, I'd like to toast your fine performance to everyone in this theater. And I ask you to join me and let me know you're here.
Okay. I'm getting that eerie stillness. Can you? My screen is stuck. Can you guys see me?
We can see you, yes.
All right. Anyone here with me in the beautiful Palace Theater? I've so enjoyed your performance, and I'd like to around if you'll join me.
And invite everybody from the Comique. That was another name for the theater.
Everyone from the Comique, your performance was glorious.
And the Woods and possibly the Paramount.
And the Woods and the Paramount, you are all exceptional performers, and I'd love to buy you a drink if you'll come down here and join me.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm hearing something back there. What is that?
I heard footsteps. All right, can you
Man
guys
in
see?
black to the left. A woman said she wants you to come next door to eat. Someone's panicked by you on stage. Somebody said their partner, the act falling in front of the audience. They're worried about falling. Yeah.
Oh, so Buster Keaton was a child vaudeville star whose dad threw him off the stage quite often. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Buster Keaton's physical comedy started as a young child, which caused alarm in a lot of small towns where they would call the police. And the Keatons actually had two acts: one that was toned down for when the police were watching, and one that was kind of super violent, but allowed for a young Buster Keaton to learn how to fall and do physical comedy. So if you hear somebody falling off the front, that's the first act I think of is a young Buster Keaton and his father throwing him off the stage. Courtney?
I feel like there's something behind me.
Pour out a couple of drops for it. Just pour a couple little drops of the whiskey out for them.
Yeah, in the glass.
I don't want to put it. So there's a rug here.
Yeah, don't pour it on the rug.
Oh, they've had worse spilled.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I have a just for transparency. This is what it came in. I'll pour it out for that. In that.
Okay.
All right, everyone, all the wonderful performers. This one's for you. I toast you and your wonderful performance.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
That's exactly what we want. Ask them if they'll do an encore if you give them another drink.
Oh, yes. We would love to hear an encore or see an encore. Would you be so kind if I were to buy you another drink?
What's that sound? Is that just my speakers or did anybody else hear that?
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Look at your meter.
Somebody's dog just started barking at home. So their
Was
dog.
that what we're hearing?
Yeah. No, that's not what we heard. This is someone in the comments. They said their dog is watching this and started barking. There's a man a man to your left.
Yeah.
That's where I keep feeling like someone is behind me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Haley Castellano's picking up on the man in black.
Guys, I brought my dowsing rods up here with me. Do you think we should try that?
Yeah. Well, I'm more concerned somebody's standing right behind you.
I mean, I'm concerned about that too.
Can you ask them to touch you? Can you tell them you need help with your hair? Like ask them if they'll help you pull your hair or something, or pull your hair up.
Touch your shoulder.
Tell them you need help with your wardrobe or anything that they might come and interact.
Yeah.
I need help with my wardrobe. Can anybody help me? My hair's come undone.
Do you have a mirror with you?
I do. I got a special one, David, that lights up.
Wow.
You know, there's a lot of theater superstitions about spirits. One of them says that you should never use a mirror on the stage or in the
stage yourself.
Yeah. And they say that probably originates because, you know, the light could catch it and it could blind you and you could fall off the stage and die. But it's one of those theater superstitions. So maybe if you pull a mirror out, do you have it handy near you or?
I'm going to leave you guys here and I'll go grab it.
Sure. Now, Tammie, I understand you worked at the Chaplin Theaters on La Brea. So you have a connection to a theater historical past. What was that like?
It was very interesting. I mean, that's how I got into the paranormal because I am a theater baby and I'm still working as a costume designer in theater. And I worked out of a school in Hollywood that was the location of the Charlie Chaplin production company. So we still have the bungalows where he built his house, and next door was the Charlie Chaplin theater. And we had a lot of activity that would occur in our theater, which just so happened to be right next door to his former bungalow. And we would see, there was a story where we were doing a show and it was a dress rehearsal and the director was in the audience. And there was a scene where an actor was delivering a monologue and no one was supposed to be on stage or backstage, but she kept on seeing a man in a hat. And she was yelling at the stage manager over the walkie, over her headset. She's like, who the effing mother of F is backstage? No one should be backstage. This is a pivotal monologue. No one should be there. And the manager's like, there's no one backstage. All the actors are getting ready for the next scene in the green room. And so, yeah, it was crazy. I'm getting goosebumps telling it. And it would be little things, too, that would happen. I know that they turned the backstage of that theater into smaller offices for faculty, and faculty members would have things move in their office, go missing. Yeah, keys would go missing. Yeah, things of importance would just be moved in different places. So it was really interesting. And not only that, the security guards, after hours, they would see on camera what looked like a man in a suit and a hat walking on the premises. And that was very eerie. Yeah.
That's eerie.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's the place on La Brea, at La Brea, if you're in Los Angeles.
De Long Free, which is now the current
in La Brea.
Which is the Jim Henson Studios right now. So,
right. It's not Kermit the Frog dressed as
it's Charlie Chaplin. You could still see him. And that studio also has a lot of crazy activity. So it's just a plethora of energy there. You know, we have the theater and the Jim Henson Studios, which has like a bunch of activity that goes on.
Courtney,
yeah,
you're looking terrified. What's going on all of a sudden?
Well, so when I was walking to go get the mirror, I was thinking to myself, I mean, I was trying to hype myself up really, but I was like, oh, it's not so bad. Theaters are supposed to be dark, right? Like, because I'm walking through like where you would be sitting to watch the show on stage.
Yeah. And
so I was like, okay, I feel okay about this. I feel okay. And then I picked up the mirror and I was like, oh my God, don't bring this on stage. Don't bring this on stage. Don't bring this on stage. And that eerie stillness is back. But.
Oh God. So a couple things I want to tell you. A lot of times like that feeling that you have with all the lights off, a lot of theaters have a ghost light.
Yeah, single bulb
at the stage. And there's different theories about why it's called a ghost light, but one of them is so that people don't fall and bump into stuff and kill themselves. Another is that it's so that the spirits who perform there and left their energies there, that they still have the spotlight when they want to perform. Everybody's not there. So it's interesting you bring up the light.
I don't know if that's helping or hurting David.
Yeah, I'm already terrified.
Haley Caslow commented, she's talking about the man in black, and she says he's a very deep voice and his arms are crossed and he's annoyed with what's happening.
Oh, no.
And with the mirror, it makes sense that he'd be annoyed because he would have been there when it's like, you don't bring a mirror on stage. Yeah. So I want to tie in one other theater superstition if you're up for it, Courtney.
I'm always up for it, David.
They say you never whistle in a theater.
Oh, God.
And the reason for that, when they had the sandbags to pull the curtains and things like that, the stagehands would communicate with a whistle. And if somebody whistled, they might drop the bag at the wrong time and it might kill somebody in the theater.
Right, because those sandbags were 50 to 75 pounds and could snap your neck if you were on stage.
Yeah.
So
I just got a horrible sinking feeling in my stomach as you were talking about that, because I'm not directly under any of the things that are above, but yeah, we can whistle.
If you can get on stage with the mirror and whistle.
Here, I'll turn you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see me because it's dark, but I'll bring my K2.
And it's just been red lighting since.
It is dark there.
Oh, okay.
John starts picking up on a woman entangled in the stage, hoisting ropes for the front of the stage. She's both stabbed and she's blood dripping from her. Now, here's something interesting. When I was talking to the owner of the theater, he said that there was a stabbing that took place at the theater. that it was during one of the vaudeville performances. I don't know the details, but this might be drawing them out too.
Wow. Okay.
Penny Edwards sees a paranoid white-faced shadow behind you.
I feel something
but
on my leg.
I'm looking in the reflection. What was that?
I hear rustling, like clothes rustling behind me.
I hear that too. What?
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of activity in the background. It's like footsteps.
Yeah, that's
It
not
was
just
like
my
someone was
speaker.
like wearing like skirts or something and like moving fast across the floor.
What? Why are the orange lights? Or
Those are the those statue lights.
oh, the
Oh,
statue labs? Were they
Yeah.
always flickering like that, or have I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not-
they're like candles. They're not real candles, but they look like
Yeah,
candles.
the digital. But your K2 is going off the charts and has been more than any other episode of this entire series. And I'm hearing stuff through my speaker, but it's rustling. I don't know if it's anyone else.
No,
No,
I
I've
hear it here.
I've been hearing that.
physically.
Amber hears a shuffling soft shoe in the comments. Other people are hearing it. Petticoat, she wasn't fully dressed and she compromised. She had, so interesting.
That's what it-
shoe.
The petticoats, like that's it sounded like skirts, like
Yeah.
like someone in skirts was rushing across the theater floor.
So not fully costumed and running out for their act.
Entrance. They're late.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this is a vaudeville show gone wrong.
And Amanda English is picking up on a little boy and a little girl. You've got a lot of people around you.
Okay, well, anyone who's here, come on stage with me. You're welcome to come on stage. You can take my energy and use it and give us a sign, show us that you're here. Make a sound that we all can hear.
What?
Whoa!
What was that?
no, that did not just happen.
I heard that.
No,
What's going What's going on? You're spiking. You're
it's
spiking.
that
red.
man. I'm looking.
Where was
oh,
that coming from?
it's that man. It's that man.
I just
and
almost
I'm-
said every swear word. I'm crying. Can you see the tears in my eyes? Like,
Yeah. What?
People are seeing movements. People saw movement behind you too. There's something back there.
Yeah.
oh my god, it's that man.
Listen.
I'm looking at the comments and they're saying it's probably that man that's in black.
It's an argument happening. I think that it reignited the argument.
Jeez.
It reignited an argument that happened there before.
Whiskey.
You
Can
go over to
whiskey
where
calm
the
the
sun
argument
came
down?
Seriously.
or is whiskey gonna make it worse? Look
Whiskey
at how hard I'm
makes it
shaking right now.
Good
That
point.
was
Good
so
point,
loud.
Artie.
Whiskey makes you mean.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
play? Is it possible to play music? Like what were songs that were popular back in that time period? Possibly in the 20s.
Ragtime. I mean, ragtime.
Yes.
Uh,
Like Meet Me in St. Louis or St. Louis was a big one.
Right.
I know one.
Richard
Hello,
Lael,
my
please.
baby.
Hello, my baby. Yes.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
The Warner Brother Frog.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was loud.
That was
Call
Shout.
out the
loud.
name Blake. Ask if it's Blake and ask him to do it again.
Oh god, yes.
I don't want him to do it again. Blake, is that you? Can you do it again?
No.
He doesn't want his identity known.
Wow. What was the light that just blinked off stage?
I don't know. Where?
To the right, my right, your left shoulder.
Right here. Oh, it's the there's a refrigerator in the bar
Oh.
area right here, so I probably
maybe.
moved and like turned it.
Oh, okay.
Call out the
Okay.
name Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, so Haley C just got the name Johnny. Check this out. In my research, I found that John Cena he was a mover and shaker in town. He owned 2 blocks, one that the theater's on and then another block. He did a lot of the restructuring in the building. He was there after a 1910 fire. It looked like he was a significant part in this theater. I wonder if that's not John Sena. The last name's Sena. I don't know the. Can you ask if it's John Sena and ask him to knock something around?
John Sena, can you make a sound?
Who was
I
that?
swear to God, they're gonna see
Yeah.
a show. It's gonna be me peeing my pants on stage.
I'm hearing
so.
whispers.
I'm hearing something too. Is that it? What is that? Is anybody hearing that in there?
Yeah, I just reacted to that too. I'm like,
Yeah. What is it's the like
it's
a
like,
tapping thing?
oh man.
I just heard a woman's voice.
You did? Oh my gosh. Okay.
He's not a performer. He's a musician.
Perhaps we should get off the stage and go to backstage to where the performers would have convened after a performance and see.
There's a little backstage area that I'm looking at right here.
Oof.
I don't know. Let me see.
Were there,
I'm like shaking. So that was so loud,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
so
that
loud.
was a big one.
And we
Tell
don't-
him now it's time for intermission.
yes, they
It's time
always
for
hear.
intermission for my
Intermission.
nerves, please.
Intermission.
God, it's so intense there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you feel more comfortable moving to a different area, Courtney?
I feel like, hold on. I'm going to move my, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. So there's like on the walls out here. Oh my God. Okay. On the walls of like the area where people sit, there's
Yeah.
like a diamond pattern. And I'm looking and there's like an exit door that goes to the alley. And there's like
Yeah.
a fire extinguisher next to it. But next to the fire extinguisher, it looks like a person, like a shadow of a person, but it's like, it's low, like they're further away.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
all we get is a
Let me see
very
if my-
oh,
So it's right there.
keep your light on there, light that up again. And you see a
I don't know
shadow
what's,
Let's try a quick EVP session. Just ask them their name and let's do like 10 seconds or 15 seconds of silence so that people at
Right.
home can maybe record and see if they pick anything up.
right. Everybody watching, start recording for
Ask them,
EVP.
ask them to sing or act their favorite scene.
all right. If there's anyone here with me, can you tell us your name? All right, anyone that's here, can you act out your favorite scene on stage with me? Or sing your favorite song?
What?
I heard a woman's voice right after I said that.
Yeah. I heard something too, but
My kid's good.
There's some sort of commotion.
look at I don't know any other episode where your meter has just been in the red like that for the full hour.
The whole time. And I checked
I know.
both of them. And the one that's on stage, because I watched it when I went to get the mirror, the one that's on stage that I propped up, it's right, I don't know if you can see it. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's not going off like this. Not anymore.
So the one just in your proximity.
Right.
Okay. Let's move, shall we? Because this is already freaking me out. I'm so tense. I want to investigate some other area where I'm not so tense, if you don't mind. Let's go to Richard-Lael. Richard-Lael. Oh my God, you have a ventriloquist dummy, if I'm not mistaken.
There is a ventriloquist dummy. Like I said, originally the fellow that I see, he's a middle-aged man. He's a little bit heavier. He's a little bit more bald. But I wanted to pay homage. I whoever that soldier was, he felt like a soldier. Whoever he was with that ventriloquist doll, it was uproarious, and it was kind of, now it would be really creepy, but then it was really kind of fun. So
Right.
that's what I'm working on, and then I'm
Fantastic.
just
And if
doing-
any of our viewers are in the Ohio area, there is a museum that has a collection of over 300 historic ventriloquist dummies, all in 3 buildings. And they have an annual convention of vents, as they are known amongst the industry. Ventriloquists call each other vents. And many of the historic dolls, of which I must say, looking at their website, that seems to be very indicative of some of the more famous performers from the vaudeville area. That looks spectacular and or scary.
Guys, can I interject real quick?
Yeah, Courtney, go ahead. Where are you?
So this is like the backstage kind of area. I
Yeah.
left these lights on just so I could see what I was doing on stage, but
Yeah.
this is where the sound came from. And I don't know what I thought was going to be back here, but like I thought maybe there was a door, but now I remember that these walls are like 6 feet thick. So
Oh,
that
wow.
wasn't even outside sound. That had to have come from like here.
Like right where those speakers are. So it wasn't, what you're saying is it came from within the theater. There's no way it was the next door, because the
Right.
cement wall is 3 to 6 feet
Like,
thick.
can I test that out? Because I want to see
Yeah.
like. That's what it was.
What is that? So you're saying something slammed that very wall? I made that sound.
And
that
it was
we
like
all
a couple
heard.
times, like right here.
Oh my gosh. What is
Wow.
that wall? What is it containing? What?
Wait. Are there like handprints?
Well, it all looks pockmarked. It's hard to see
Okay.
what you're.
So like this is the stage. This is where I
Okay.
was just sitting. You can see the whiskey's over there still.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to start drinking it because of this.
Don't do it.
Calm down. Yeah. And then this
There's a
area here.
bathroom.
That's a bathroom?
Oh, can you turn some water on? I tell you, the water
my
is so
God.
significant. Water is so significant in that town with with the springs and
With the
everything.
springs and everything.
Water,
Just turn the cold, yeah.
water
In that
feeds.
sink, can you just let the sink run?
I know. I'm afraid to go in there because it's gonna happen again on the wall.
Turn the
my
water
God.
on and then flush the toilet. Get some of that water flowing to give them some energy.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
But this is where that sound came from.
So somebody was trapped in the bathroom?
Or it was backstage.
A lot of times the spirits will hang out around where the water is because that'll just feed them. That'll give them energy. You know, they have no way to get their own energy, so they try to get it from other things like flowing water.
Guys, I'm terrified.
Yeah. What above you? How high is the ceiling? Is it like a 12-footer of?
I can't. I
so
don't
it's
know.
full rigging.
Is there a basement there that you can get down to?
Yes.
And listen, one of the reasons I'm asking, the springs had a lot of sulfur in them. And you know,
Okay.
sulfur, they used to refer to it as brimstone.
Right.
Richard-Lael will appreciate this. You know, and they said that, you know, that demons and dark characters smell like sulfur. So I wonder if you go below ground, you know, there's some of the limestone, there's going to be some of the iron, and the iron around that area of Connecticut, you know, iron was used to anchor in spirits. That's why they built iron fences around cemeteries so that they could, keep the spirits in and keep the bad spirits out. Iron horseshoes became a good luck symbol because they were originally used to keep away the evil. Cold iron is supposed to have this effect on spirits. So I think get below ground, the limestone, the
All right.
iron.
Right.
What would you like me to bring with me, David?
I kind of want you to do the dowsing right upstairs. Can you do a little spirit box session down there? Do you have a spirit box?
Yep.
Do we need?
I'm gonna bring a
whiskey?
K2 for good measure.
Yes, bring the K2.
Mhm.
Since it's just been redlining the whole time. I mean,
Oh my god.
And
I'm
for
gonna be
any-
honest. I am like so scared now.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
no telling what they use the basement for. Those things aren't usually recorded, but they were always out of the way places. And just for anybody watching who doesn't know the spirit box, it's a radio to communicate with the dead. What it does is scans rapidly and detunes the stations to create white noise that the ghosts can manipulate. The key is to tune out anything that sounds like music, and we watch for the same voice over multiple channels.
Okay,
Right.
I am leaving the light on down here, guys, though, because there's holes in the floor and I don't want to step in them by accident.
yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
How's the energy down there?
Oh god, I feel so dizzy.
What?
Okay,
I'm
I
feeling
feel
that.
dizzy.
I feel
Oh,
it.
no. This
I don't know
looks
if this is a-
terrifying.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Well, we're
You-
here.
you
Let's just
think?
do. We've done more.
I say it with love, David. But
I like sending you to these places, but I don't even know if it's good for you to be down there.
I literally walked down here during the tour and I was like, so right where I'm standing, I think there's been shadows that have been seen.
In
But
which direction?
I literally walked down here and I was like, oh, David's gonna love this.
And you
Oh
know
my
what? And I don't. I usually like going to the creepiest places possible and doing what we can, but I don't get a good feeling about this.
I
Just
don't
do a
like it.
360 with your camera, Courtney, so we can
Yeah.
see what you're talking about.
So there's this crawl space that I don't want to make eye contact with.
Where? What was that sound?
Yeah, I
It's
just
the
heard that.
water heater,
Oh.
I think, because you made me run the water.
We told you cold water. Don't run the hot water.
Okay, it's the
Okay,
boiler.
do a 360.
All right, so that's the crawl space that I don't want to make eye contact with.
Yeah.
There's the stairs.
Somebody heard a growl.
Great. Awesome.
Somebody says you're standing on bodies.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Okay.
Wait, is
Oh, flood water deep.
oh
Yeah, there's water.
Oh.
There's water down here.
Oh,
If there was anybody down there during the big flood, they would have drowned down
they
there.
would drown. Is that a hot water heater in the other room? Is that the crawl
Yeah, I think
space?
that's what kicked on.
Is that what's kicking in? Can we get closer to that and verify the
yeah, I
sound?
mean, that's definitely the sound.
I mean, it's growling, but it'd be great to know if it's just the
No,
hot
it's,
water.
there's
heater.
the radiator, whatever that. I don't know. I
Good
don't know
Lord.
building things. There's whatever my basement too is going on.
Right. That is a steam generator.
yeah.
I don't like this at all.
It's really dark. So are we hearing the growling? So you're saying that the hot water heater has a gas flame going on right now? That's what we're hearing.
Whatever that blue machine is
Right.
on.
Boiler.
Boiler.
So not
is
a hot
on.
water. It's the boiler for it. Theoretically, there's steam heat throughout the whole theater.
I did see radiators upstairs, so that's possibly
Okay.
what that is.
Jimmy says
So-
there's.
It doesn't do the
down
fact that it
there.
scared the steam out of me. So
Amanda says it feels like someone ended their life down there. I
Yeah.
heard the sound.
Do you feel really cold down there, Courtney? I don't know. I just get this overwhelming feeling of like cold, and my AC is off, and
yeah,
it was like 80 degrees here in California, and I just got really cold.
Oh my gosh.
it's my right arm is very cold.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels very
don't-
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt scared upstairs, but in like like I was safe and scared. And I feel very like as soon as I walked down here, I felt dizzy.
Yeah. It feels very, very cold. Like, I don't know. I just feel cold. Like I need to get a blanket right now, and I'm freezing.
Yeah. Why don't Is that the extent of the basement? I mean, is that all we're looking at?
Yep.
Well, let's go upstairs. Everyone has the same sense of dread, and I don't know if we'll pick up anything at all. Let's connect back to Richard-Lael to see his painting while Courtney goes up the stairs. Richard-Lael, oh my gosh, what? I'm digging the hairdo of this.
I know. So
He's got a good
dapper.
hairdo. He's
Yeah.
a well-dressed gentleman
I know.
for a sinister man doll who died of a heart attack.
What? How did
Well,
the man know?
That's what I felt. So that there, he was not the doll, but there was a man who he feels like he's more in an office who died of a heart attack. I keep getting like chest pains.
Yeah.
And,
you know, there's a book about 50 to 60 performers who died on stage, and they sort of list them chronologically. And a couple of them were ventriloquists. Most famously, it was the guy who played Hitler in The Producers, whose name is escaping me, but he died on stage of a heart attack. For 15 minutes, the audience laughed.
Yes, I did see that. They thought that he was
that was
joking.
a bit. Yeah, that was a bit he was doing. So I imagine that this is not an uncommon experience, that if you have your comedy chops so highly honed, that even dropping dead keeps the audience laughing long after you're gone.
I mean, I hope that happens to me.
I know. Well, I mean, there's worse ways to go, right?
There are worse ways to go.
If you live a life of a performer, then, you know, your last epic thing would be entertaining an audience as you go. So
Exactly. Of course, actually, you know, dying alone in your bed is boring. So,
yeah. Right.
I like the idea of sort of going out with a shock.
Right. Dick Shawn is the actor we're looking for, who played hilariously. If you watch The Producers, he is Hitler.
Oh yeah, I keep on hearing the song "Springtime."
Time.
Oh, it's here. Springtime.
And Dick Shawn's audition piece to get the role is one of the most epic comic moments in film.
Yeah.
Courtney, let's go back to you now. Where are you? Partially lit.
I needed a quick break after the basement.
Did we all?
So I came back into the theater, but I'm sitting at a table as if I'm in the audience.
Okay.
And the K2 that has not stopped going off all night suddenly is not doing anything anymore.
Everybody left? They all came down with you to the basement?
Well, I either that or I'm wondering if they were like into what I was doing and like paying attention to me, and I went down in the basement and they all were like, nope, bye, not going down there.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Tammie?
a woman with a missing face waiting for you in the lobby.
There's a who to the what now?
What?
A what?
There's a woman with who's missing part of her face, and she's waiting for you in the lobby. She's not from the property. She was murdered down the road a bit. And they say that she's waiting for you in the lobby.
This is not even funny because the lobby is behind that curtain. I closed the curtain so we could leave the lights on. Okay. That's where I've been hearing the woman's voice from.
Oh. Do we
all
bring
the
whiskey?
All the times I said I was hearing the woman's voice, that's where it was coming from.
Okay, let's go to the lobby and see if we can talk to this woman.
Oh my God.
How is she missing a face, David? I mean, what do we know?
This is something that Haley Castellano picked up on. It's in the comment section here. I'd imagine with some type of accident.
Why would she come to the theater if up the road she's just looking for an audience?
Well, it seems like the theater attracts a lot of people. And what I think happened, I mean, there's the incredible number of suicides that I came across in Stafford Springs going back to that vaudeville era. I don't know if it was something in the water. People came to get better. The water made them sicker. I don't know what caused it, but when people wanted to escape, they'd come to the theater. I found this ad for the theater, and it talks about it, and it talks about you'll see romance, fiction, travel, war, drama, and all the various phases of human life that are here. And it talks about it for the intellectual uplift of the race. You know, these were really marketed as places to escape your problems.
Right.
And so I think anybody, you know, if you lost your
Especially
face,
during, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
It's a great place to escape, especially in the 1930s when there is depression and you've just come out of
Right.
World War I, and there was a lot of anxiety. This was the only place people could go. So
Courtney,
I didn't
go back to
interrupt.
the box office. I just saw something.
I just heard
Oh,
something.
yeah, but in that little alcove.
can
Did
you turn
I-
off the lights?
Ooh.
I don't know
Is
that
that
I
the
know where
ticket
the lights
booth or
are
what?
here.
What is that? There in there, I saw something. I don't know if anyone else saw it. Something, or is my
Can you
monitor
stop this?
moving again? Okay. Well, is there anything in there, Courtney, that you're feeling?
Nope.
So I'm just hallucinating.
Not what I heard was as you said that, right when you said that, Dean,
Yeah.
right back behind the curtain that I closed. Over here. Back behind me. I heard a footstep.
Okay. And something
Like
just
right
happened.
here. And I think there's bathrooms down here. And a mirror.
Septa hears faint gossiping.
Yeah.
People
You know what?
hearing stuff.
There you go, guys. Say hi.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling maybe upstairs
Okay.
because, and I'm gonna see if I can show you guys this before I go up there. Even with the lights on, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So did something happened?
Yeah,
I heard
Something
something.
happened.
What the hell
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
that?
What was that?
I heard like a footstep
Yeah.
coming from behind me.
And I'm hearing voices.
Was there a train accident or suicide that happened on the train tracks? Near
David,
there?
do you know any of the history of?
I haven't come across that, but there's so much that happened there. Oh my God. Whoa, wait a minute. I did see something where a guy tied himself to the railroad tracks to commit suicide.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a quick article that I read. I don't have all the details. Are you picking up on that?
There is a train, right? Like a train tracks there.
Meadow just commented saying train right across the street. Been there forever, so probably. Whoa.
When you were in the lobby, Courtney, I kept on seeing, I don't know, I kept on seeing a man being struck by a train. I don't know why I got that.
Is there a train track across the street from the theater?
Not
That's-
that I could see. There's buildings across the street, so it's probably on the other side of the building. So I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
I feel like there was a massive, massive accident. I'm
What's
telling you,
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
What's going on? Are you okay?
Yes, I just heard. Hold on. I just heard like someone was. It was like a sound like someone. Hold on.
Yeah.
I need my light. There was a sound like someone was sitting in a chair behind me. I have the chair pulled out from when I was sitting down right here. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Right here. Why is this not working?
I wonder if the man
You
in
hear
black
that?
is connected to the train tracks.
Why is this not showing up?
Why was what not showing up?
The chair. I'm like pointing the camera at it and you can't see it.
I can't see a chair.
Right. There's this chair,
Yeah.
but there's a chair right in front of me that I'm trying to point at. There it is.
The hell
kind
it
of.
is.
He's not.
It like won't
Oh.
focus.
Yeah, it's all blurry. There, I started seeing.
That's where I
arm.
was sitting. I'm gonna sit next to it, but I had the chair pulled out because I was sitting there. And when I was standing, there it is. This chair right here.
Mhm.
It was like it was like the squeak of the seat, like someone had just gotten up out of it.
Mm.
And then at the same, right after that, I heard a footstep again from that hallway.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so very, very weird.
I feel like someone's sitting I think we should do the spirit box. I think someone's sitting at this table with me.
Okay, do you have the spirit box with you?
I do.
Be careful. People say that someone just said her name is Deborah and she knew he is evil. He said he pushed her. There's some weird comments coming in. I mean, there's like some intense comments coming in.
I just heard it say
Yeah.
again.
Okay, start the spirit.
All right. I'm going to put it on backwards and fast. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is as loud as it gets, but can you guys hear it?
Yeah, we can.
Try a slightly slower sweep rate. Try like the 350 area if you
350,
can see.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is 350.
Okay.
All right. Is there anyone sitting at this table with me right now? Can you tell me your name?
Oh.
If you talk through this little box that I have, I can hear you.
Let's try calling a couple names. Ask if Walter Green is there.
Oh, I just got a cold breeze, David.
Cold?
Cold breeze.
Okay.
Ask if it's Walter Green.
What was it?
Walter Green.
Walter Green, is that you?
Ask
Wow.
if Charles Williams is there.
Charles Williams, are you here?
They want to know your name. Tell them your name.
My name's Courtney. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I'm just here to talk with you. I don't want to disturb you. Will you come talk to me?
Ask if Joseph Lassard is there.
Joseph Lassard, are you here? It is freezing in here.
What's your meter?
I hear sounds from behind me like nonstop now.
Ask for Joseph Wood.
Joseph Wood, are you here? Oh, that got it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hearing voices in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Outside the spirit box.
Mm-hmm.
right. It's from like over here.
Yeah. Could you stop the
Like
spirit
right
box for a
behind,
moment?
like-
I'm hearing. What's that? That second. Is anybody else hearing that?
Yeah.
It's coming through my speaker.
Who else is in the building? Is Chris is in there, right? But he's not. He
Chris
wouldn't be
Young,
talking.
are you in the theater itself?
I'm in the front office.
In the front office upstairs,
Yep,
or
not near her.
Not near her. For
Nope.
those joining us, Chris Young, of course, is the what are you, contractor? You have been involved in the renovation of this theater since its purchase a
Correct.
few years ago. And
You know, it's funny. You said something about a train before. There was a guy that committed, I believe, suicide, possibly probably about 2 years ago. He tried to run his bicycle or tried to cut the train off. His name was Mike Nichols. He died here 2 years ago, right up the road, probably a quarter mile.
Oh, you're
Somebody
kidding.
said train earlier, right?
Yeah, for sure. We heard train, and we were all feeling. Everybody was picking up on suicide.
Yeah.
And so 2 years ago, this happened. And how far away from the theater was this?
I mean, I could almost throw a rock at the train tracks
So it's
from where it
close.
happened.
Oh.
It's close.
Yeah, when she got to the lobby, I was picking up on something like that. I didn't know that it was that close.
Oh, yeah. His name was Mike Nichols. I do know that.
And he was a local resident.
Yep. Troubled resident.
And so tell us some of the other names that we have. And David L. Sloan's been thrown out. Are they familiar to you?
No.
None of them?
No. I've only picked up on a lady I've seen in, the voices in here, and a couple times I heard a couple men, but I haven't actually seen any apparitions or anything. But
Okay. And how long you been working there?
since you owned the building, so probably I'm guessing 14 years now.
Wow. Okay.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in there?
I think it was like after Easter, a Monday. It was pretty active. I was actually doing molding on the stage, and I had the big fluorescent, like the flood lamps, and that's when something walked behind me and actually blocked my halogen lamps, like blocked them completely. So I turned around. All right, I'm like, okay, something's going on. So I kept going, and it did it again. And I told the owner, I'm like, dude, I'm leaving. I'm like, I'm out of here. It's too close to me right now. And then after that, as I was texting Dave, the owner, I started getting voices behind my head, and as I just bolted out the door.
Wow. I bet.
I mean, it was
Have
right
you
there,
ever
right
had,
behind me.
Like in the beginning of our episode, a couple of lights went off in the thing, but they all seem to be on one circuit. Have you had the lights go off on and on?
Yeah, and a lot of times the emergency lights, like, we have the power outages, all of a sudden with no power outage, the emergency lights will go on. That's kind of freaky. That's when you think they're there,
Yeah. And somebody's asking online about the triple mirror.
Yeah.
What's up?
I don't know. It's one of Dave's antiques he put in here.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's
So
an
back
antique.
to you.
What makes it a triple mirror?
It's just three mirrors, and they're separate. It's basically probably one big mirror separated with like an old, I guess, porcelain, mold.
Oh, do they
Maybe.
face each other at all?
Excuse me?
Do they face each other at all?
No, we have mirrors that do face each other. There's, I think, no, they're like just all like locked together in a line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are the mirrors that face each other?
Let's see. They're not really directly in line. He bought a bunch of, there's some antique mirrors upstairs. They kind of, you're right. You can see, I don't know how to describe it. You can see angles in here. Like I can look in the bar and see Dave's office. He can watch me. You can see, they're not really like in line to bounce off each other. They won't refract.
Okay. Yeah, with the mirror scrying was huge during the vaudeville era too, where they used to cover mirrors at night to stop the spirits from coming through. They used them to foretell who they'd end up getting married to. Wow.
Yeah.
Can we try that?
Another thing to add to the crazy.
That, Gordon. Why do we go upstairs and see those mirrors?
Oh, wow.
So before we go upstairs, I just want to tell you, that's what I was going to do before, but so when I'm down here and facing the balcony, it's like up here. I don't know if you can.
We see the edge of the balcony. Yeah, it's lit. But
So there's a fan up there. Now there's fans in here that are on. I don't know if you can see them, but there's fans in here that are on. And they're on like a normal speed, but there's one up in the balcony that's like moving like this. And it's been doing it the whole time, like from the minute I walked in, it's nonstop, but it keeps catching my attention, almost like I keep being like, oh my God, there's a person, and it's the fan moving. Like, but it's giving me a vibe up there, and I definitely want to go up and check it out.
Hey, Courtney, for the upstairs there, do you have your
Yep.
dowsing rods with you?
Yep.
I want to suggest something with the dowsing rods, just using a single rod method.
Okay.
If you hold the single rod in your hand and get up there, a lot of times it wasn't. A lot of theaters would hold a seat or two for the spirits.
Oh, cool.
And I don't doubt that this theater would have done it with the different owners they had through the years. So when you get up there, I think it would be cool to take one dowsing rod. Are there still seats up in the balcony?
There's some chairs up there, yeah.
Okay. Because I think I remember hearing that there might have been original seats still up there. When you get up there, say, show me where your seat was. And I want you to see if those dowsing rods will point you to a particular seat. And then I want you to sit in it.
Someone just tapped me on the shoulder, on the back.
What?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think that's the go ahead. I think we're supposed to go up there. Is there
Yeah.
anything else I should bring up with me?
Do the dowsing rods. I think that'll
All
be good.
Okay. All right, if you guys can take me off screen so I can huff and puff my way up there.
You know, you think about when people would have gone to the theater, if they were feeling depressed, they would have gone up to the balcony and they would have sat in the back away from everybody. It's one of those places where you would have been alone. So I expect there's probably a lot of residual and active hauntings up in the top there, the balcony. So I'm excited for this. Wow.
The top has an old projection room too from the 30s or 40s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she'll find out. I already showed it to her. That's kind of eerie up there. I would definitely say that's where the old bleachers are. That's where she probably.
And the projection when they were showing movies back in the day.
Yep. Concrete house. It's pretty scary up there. I don't like it. I don't go up there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And Richard-Lael, can you hear us at all, Richard-Lael Lillard? You can. We're asking about your sinister, your painting's taking a sinister turn.
Well, to every side there is another story. So,
Wow. Okay, let's hear it.
well, my thought is, yes, there's a lot of entertainment. Yes, there's fun. Yes, there's games. You know, who was that song the Tears of a Clown? So it's sort of, yes, it's great for the audience to go in and let go of all of that energy, but it has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And so it is absorbed on stage, and it is absorbed by the performers and by their dummies. And I wanted to show both sides. I wanted to start off a little bit happy and then go a little bit more dark.
I see. Did you ever see that movie Magic? Anthony Hopkins' first starring role as him as a ventriloquist dummy. As a ventriloquist, and he had a dummy that had a life of its own. Did you see that movie?
I did not see that movie.
Okay, it's terrifying. And this looks a lot like that guy from the movie. I'm just saying.
Good. Well, then those who are in the know will definitely feel its presence when they look at this long after the show.
No, I'm terrified. Just look. Normally we go to you to just lighten up the mood, but no.
Well, you know what? I'm a theater nerd. We discussed that a little bit on your show. I'm a theater nerd. I grew up in the theater, and there's a lot of psychology about actors, and for me, I wanted to be somebody who was other than me. So when I was on stage, I could do that, and then that weird kid was somewhere in the wings.
Right.
So
That's
that was me. It's two sides of the story.
Fantastic. And for those who are wondering what we're talking about, Richard-Lael Lillard was a guest on my long-running podcast, the Chill Pack Hollywood Hour. We talked about his history. Anyone who wants to learn everything about him, the Gentleman Psychic, as we call him our very own spectral Bob Ross. He gave me many details of his path to how he got here, including a fun time in Vegas. I'm sorry to bring that up, Richard-Lael, but
No, it was one of my favorite of all time things. That time in Vegas, I
right?
mean, you know what they say. What happens in Vegas?
Days in Vegas.
It's
That's why
messy
I'm not bringing it up.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, I am bringing. Yes, but you also, as a Freddie Mercury impersonator, sounds also fascinating. So, anybody wants to hear that show, you can go to Hollywood Hour and check out the entire history of Richard-Lael Lillard. We are back. Is Courtney with us, or did we lose her completely? Oh,
I'm here.
hello. Courtney.
Oh, thank God.
Fantastic. Are you upstairs now? Where are you?
I'm upstairs in the balcony.
In the balcony?
I was excited to come up here, and now I feel terrified. It feels like I'm interrupting, like, this is gonna sound weird, but it feels like I'm interrupting like cigar time.
Oh, gentlemen's. What was that?
I just heard a sound in the wall.
Are you moving? I'm hearing things.
No, do you hear that?
Yeah.
I just heard moaning.
We know what else people would do up in the balcony.
Oh,
Oh no.
Jeez.
No, it didn't. I didn't hear it from up here. It sounded like it was down on stage. But I mean, I guess they could do that on stage too.
No, but it's coming to my speakers. I don't know what it is.
People pay extra for that.
Are you near the projection booth? What would
I don't know that I feel safe going up in the projection booth with it being dark, because there's like stuff everywhere, and I kind of had to climb around to get in there. So the projection booth is up a level from me.
Oh, it's one more level up.
Yeah.
Balcony. And you can't see the windows where the projector would have.
Oh, something just touched my back again.
What?
Yeah, there's a criminal. There's a criminal with you. That's in the comments from Haley.
Yeah, it's criminal.
He's to your right.
That's right here. This is where it touched me.
Yep.
Chris Young, do we know of any criminals that were in this theater of any sort?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, this theater's very old.
Right.
I'm very concerned.
Can you give us a 360 of the space somehow? All we are seeing is dark and a couple of red.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to try, but
Courtney,
and my flashlight. Yeah.
I just want you to know you're safe.
Thank you.
Because even though he's a criminal, he's a smooth criminal.
Oh my God.
Okay, but here's the thing:
everybody,
when we were downstairs, and Chris was telling his story, I was sitting still at the table, and it felt like somebody put their hand on my thigh.
Like I said, he's a smooth criminal.
Right. I was like, no, we're not doing this today. Like,
no.
We're not touching me there. No, thank you. And then when I was touched downstairs, it was like David was talking about going upstairs and finding the chair, and it was like tap, 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 like, hey, come on. Like, yeah, do that. But when I was just standing here and it was touching, it was like someone went like this, like up my shoulder.
Wow. Like drew a line.
Yeah, like they were like feeling up my shoulder blade.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's the whiskey bringing out the frisky. Seb.
Yeah.
David.
No, I didn't say that. That's from the comments. That's from Seb.
All right, I don't think that I'm going to be able to.
Can you do the dowsing? Can you do the dowsing rods up there and see?
Yeah,
if you're
absolutely. Okay, so I don't know if we can see them. Let me see.
We're going through some daylight photos of the space, and there we see the balcony and the theater itself. What?
I heard something from downstairs from the stage. It just got very still. like oh god, I don't like it.
Do you have your K2 meter on you?
Yeah, I think. Nope. I
You know,
brought the spirit box by accident.
throughout the night, people who it seems like live in Stafford Springs have been commenting that you should go to the balcony because it's really intense up there. I mean, it seems like everybody in the know is saying, "Yep, the balcony, the balcony."
It's very intense up here.
Can you show us how many seats are up there? I'm having trouble seeing.
Okay, let me. I don't know if I can. So there's a whole like this is. Oh god.
I heard
I just
that.
heard a footstep from that was like from the projection room.
It came from me too.
Okay, so there's like stools. There's like stools
Oh yeah.
and seats that go right up to the edge.
Okay.
And they're like they go the whole way. These seats go the whole way, this line of chairs. And then there's like other tables and chairs up here, like there is downstairs.
Yeah.
It just got freezing. But then there's like, this is where I feel like I interrupted cigar time. Like there's like leather chairs and bookshelves.
There used to be a cigar shop on the property too.
Oh wow. Okay, great. I'm glad that
that's what you're sensing.
But yeah, let's try the dowsing rods.
Yes.
Yeah, and just hold it out and tell the spirits, say, I want to know which seat is your seat. I'd like to join you. And just ask it to point to the seat. And you know how they work. I mean, but hold the single one and just hold it nice and steady and let it point to the seat. And try walking, if you can, walk in a circle around the seat and wait for the seat that it just narrows down on and sticks to.
Okay.
And then go to that seat.
All right. Oh, okay. I would love it if the non-criminal could show me where your seat is up here. Can you guys see this?
Barely.
Hold on. All right. Can you use this to point to where your seat is? I'd like to join you, if that's all right with you. Oh, over here. Okay. Oh.
You're getting a strong pull there.
Yeah.
Hear sounds. Okay. Which seat is it?
And keep the movement going so you can watch where it zeroes in on. I mean, you can keep moving, and if you move in the wrong direction, it should point back towards wherever it is that it wants you to go.
Yeah, it's gone over here now. Let's see. Nope. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just heard a man's voice.
Yeah, I'm hearing the
that.
energy up there. I'm just like, it's very male. And it's like they're wondering what you're doing up there, especially one particular man. He's like, what are you doing in my space?
Okay. They're bringing me all the way. Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Guys. Is this your table right here? Okay. I don't know if you can see this, but
That's
this is
a
where it's
chandelier.
pointing me. No,
Is
behind that. It's like the corner booth.
Oh.
This is like a mob boss.
Oh.
I shouldn't have said that out loud. I should not have said that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
There's a shadow in the doorway.
Should have brought the whiskey.
Okay. It's downstairs. Please go get
it.
Go get it.
Yeah, they can go downstairs and go get it and leave me alone up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the balcony is very intense.
This is a lot, guys.
Is there a
I
seat you can
keep-
sit on? Can you sit next to them?
I'm not welcome over there. I don't want to go over there again. I like right here. There's a table right here where I feel like I'm not intruding per se,
Yeah.
but like these are like it's not that I feel like they're bad people. It's just that like I don't belong up here is what is the
Yes,
feeling that I'm getting.
I was just gonna ask you that, Courtney. I was just gonna say, like, it's this feeling like, what the hell are you doing up here? Like,
Right. And it's like
it's like, what are you doing here? It's like you kind of caught him off guard. That's the sense I'm getting right now from
like I
being
felt
there.
like I belonged downstairs.
Just don't ask
I was
to sit.
fine.
Yeah.
But like this
Ooh.
is like
This is their territory.
the right. I wonder, should we try the spirit box again?
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Sure.
brought that by accident. K2.
They feel more. They feel
Sure.
more important.
You got it.
Can you run on AM? Were you running AM
Yep.
or FM? Or try running it on AM.
Let me look. Okay. Yeah, it was on FM. I'll do AM.
Yeah, try doing AM reverse sweep
Okay, reverse sweep.
and keep it at the speed we were before, like the 350 or so.
At 350, you said?
About.
Okay.
Okay.
And ask
All right.
who the man is who thinks he's in charge.
Who is the guy up here that thinks you're in charge? Am I allowed to be up here or not? Am I in?
Hey, speed up the sleep rate just a little bit and see if that works better for them.
Speed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're at 250. Can you tell me your name? Oh my God.
What?
I just felt a hand on the back of my neck.
Oh no. Ask if he's the kingpin.
In my hair. Whose hand is on my neck? I just heard from like down on the stage someone go, huh.
Oh no.
Yeah, they want you to know that they're there.
I don't like it up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Ask whose theater it is.
Whose
Right.
theater is this?
What?
I keep feeling like someone's playing with my hair on the back of my head.
Can you go up to the black doors? Someone, Thomas in the comments says, go up to the black doors. Are there black doors near you?
I don't see any.
Is that to the projection booth?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Chris.
Yep. Those are
The
Oh,
projection.
right. Oh
Right, the
God.
original
Okay,
doors.
but I don't want to go up there honestly because I don't think I think I'm gonna fall on my face. I'm
Because
too on
of
edge to pay attention. But I'll open the doors.
maybe just give us a peek inside. Those
Yeah, I'll
rooms,
absolutely do that.
I don't know if this is an original projection room, but got the risk of fires in them before. Back with
Yep.
what with the celluloid
Nitrate, nitrate stock of the film.
and so many theaters had these horrible fires where when the film burst into flames.
Well, that's because they didn't have bulbs bright enough, so they actually used two arc welds of a welder's arc bounced against a piece of limestone, which is why it's called being in limelight. While you're in the limelight,
No kidding.
yeah, that's where that comes from. Is the limestone reflection projector process that was highly flammable because the film stock was made out of nitrate and would just burst into flames, which is why we only have 15% of all silent films ever made still in existence.
Amazing.
Oh God, I don't like it up here at all.
Give us a little view. Oh, not an exit. That's the projection room, the projection booth.
That goes up to the projection booth, but it's this up here. I don't know, Chris, what is this up here? Because it's this up here that I don't like.
Chris, what are we looking at?
To the left side of the projection room?
To the
Yeah.
right.
Or to the right of the doors?
To the right of the doors.
There's
Are you on the
it's like
stairs?
another balcony.
You're on the stairs, right, Courtney?
yeah.
I'm
There's another
I'm at the
balcony.
doors.
Another
Yeah.
balcony.
Yes. That's the new one. That's the modern balcony.
When was that put in?
Probably about 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
And how was that put in? What was there before?
Well, that's actually attached. That's where the old bleachers would have been. There was a blank wall. There was a wall there. We built off the wall. Actually, behind that wall, right where she's pointing to that balcony, behind the wall is the old bleachers on the other side, which she could get to through the projection stairs. There are bleachers from the early 1930s or whatever. I don't know what the age is for those, but there's old, real movie theater bleachers up there in that projection area.
Wow.
That people would have sat in. The
And you
chairs.
still have and you got a view of the stage from there as well?
At the time, we have a wall there now, but the new balcony, yes, it's almost replicating what was there at one time.
I see. Courtney, is it
Yeah.
too difficult to get into that?
Honestly, there's no lights that I can turn on to see to navigate, and carrying everything that I'm carrying.
Right.
I don't. There's a lot of stuff back there, and Chris showed me earlier. It was very spooky and it was really cool to look at. But I think up here by myself, in the dark, is probably not safe.
I probably.
That's where I saw my first black shadow, was up in that area, in that part of the building. I saw black, and back then we didn't have windows; they were blacked out from the movie theater. But I could see a black mass inside the black. So what I saw was pretty pronounced. That actually deterred me. I went home that day.
Wow. And that
I'm
was
telling you,
that
there's
area
something.
there.
Yes.
There's something
And
about
actually-
up here.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually,
Like the
probably
old-
right where you are is where the sheetrocker heard the growl, and he scooted that day, and he never came back.
Oh wow.
Love
I'd
that
rather
for me.
find employees to work.
Right in that area. You're exactly where that is.
Great.
Okay.
Love that for me.
Bring out your K2 meter. Let's see what.
My K2 is downstairs. I forgot to bring it upstairs.
Oh,
I brought the spirit box by accident.
that's
I was in
okay.
a panic.
Seeing a face, she says, I keep seeing a man's face similar to Richard-Lael's, but not as handsome.
Oh,
The same dark features with a mustache.
Oh,
Shot.
was there a murder up there, Chris, that you know of historically?
I don't really know about that.
Right.
Not that area. I did hear, like Dave said, that there was a lady that was supposedly murdered here. I mean, obviously years and years ago,
Yeah.
but I don't know about anybody up there. I do know that, I've took an EVP, and a couple people, we've got a female up in that area.
Oh,
A female.
I'm gonna tell you. So that area that I don't like, that's feeling very uncomfortable to me right now. That second balcony is in line with that fan that's moving at like a glacial pace for no reason, and I'm hearing noises all throughout the theater. And like the second floor felt like the boys' club, but that balcony feels like King of the Castles up there.
oh.
Yeah.
A lot of
Like-
Italians in this town.
But like that's like like sacred, like not sacred in like a spiritual sense, but like that's like. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It was like a knock or something in there.
No, I heard a
I
from downstairs.
yeah, I'm hearing
Oh, I
something.
didn't hear that. I thought I heard a knock.
I heard a tap or knock.
Yeah.
Chris, has anybody else ever suggested portals being moving around in there? That came through in the comments, and it seems like, you know, with the mirrors and things like that, there might be portals that are connecting maybe to other.
I don't know. I had a medium tell me that underneath this building, this is a while back. She says that, you know, there's a lot under the building. I guess there is old, we can't find them here, but there is the old water ducts, and I don't know what you would call them, but they're you know, arches underneath the hills. So I don't know what, I don't say not catacombs, but similar to that in this area.
Wow.
So whatever's under here, I mean, the actual medium told me straight out. She goes, I don't know what's under this building, but she goes, there's a lot. That's all I know.
That would
Wow.
make sense. That would tie in with the comments that came in saying that there's a portal there, and that would explain a lot of the spirit
You
activity.
guys have said a lot of stuff that I already knew, and it's like, how the heck you guys know all this, or you're getting all these feeds? Because a lot of stuff is pretty accurate that you're saying.
Wow.
So I wasn't chiming in because I was listening in, but
Right.
this place is it's definitely very active at times.
Right.
And there's a lot here.
Has
Courtney?
anyone seen a full body apparition there, Chris?
Allegedly, the cleaning lady said she saw an older lady in the green room, which is modern structure. I built that, but I mean, obviously a ghost can go where it wants.
Right.
But there's windows to observe over the stage in the green room. We put 2 windows in,
Mhm.
and the cleaning lady says she saw an old lady looking down.
Does
I
the
guess
clean-
period clothing. She said period clothing.
Wow. Does she ever go in the basement to clean?
No, nobody goes down there. Only the plumber.
Yeah.
Is there a residence upstairs too? One of the psychics is asking if there's a residence upstairs.
There is. They had actually Dave rented out. There was a little room with a bathroom, and we built it. But there is a residence. Nobody uses it now. There was a kitchen, a real shower, a toilet.
And it's vacant now? Is it?
Yeah, it belongs to Dave. It's just in case, like, per se, a band wanted to use a quick shower or whatever. It's basically like a real bedroom setup,
Right.
like a
Right.
suite.
Yeah, but you're not renting it out to anyone.
Not anymore. He did rent it out for a year
And
to
that
a
person.
couple college girls.
Yeah, I bet they were terrified.
Yeah, they were strange. I don't know. They probably didn't catch on. They didn't catch on.
Okay,
I think
Courtney.
I was more terrified for him.
Right? Courtney, what are you feeling? What's going on?
So while Chris was talking, I heard humming from down in the like audience section of the theater, and I started to get this pain in my temple, like right like here,
Yeah.
like an ice pick in my temple, like,
No.
and it's not like a headache, it's like right there.
Right when you said that, somebody commented that they smelled a hint of gunpowder.
Oh, great.
God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
Wasn't
wonder
there
if there was a
murder?
suicide there or a murder. I don't know.
Yeah.
It
Someone-
feels like a suicide, like it's like that's the spot, David.
Oh my gosh. Okay, why don't we get out of the balcony?
Yeah.
If
I
we are
want to.
not getting
Can I
close
go
to
back
it.
downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe go back by the stage for a final toast to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Whiskey's been out there.
Bye, friends. See you later. I'm leaving.
Woo.
Leave me alone.
I mean,
So
it
it's
makes
been
sense
really
why
cute,
there's
yeah.
so much activity in this theater because, Chris, you mentioned that there's been so many renovations, and we all know in this field that when something is disrupted, something can also, increase in manifestation.
Right. How long have you been renovating, Chris? What
What we did within most of it was done within a year. I mean, we've done a lot of the small stuff, but the biggest part of obviously, I think we did stir them up. Was in the beginning.
right?
So
And
that
what
was-
year was that? What year did you
Like I said, it's probably 14 years ago. So,
Right.
14, 15 years ago.
15 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I think 14 is when Dave got it. Seems like, yesterday, but he's had it for quite a while.
Of course. And you've had big names come through there. I believe somebody asked, did Johnny Cash ever play there? Do you know?
Maybe for me,
Right.
not while I was here, but Gene Pitney was a big one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
was here. Well, he was from Connecticut, anyways, I guess.
right. And one of the great songstress of the Americana music is coming next month. It's Amy Sunshine, who's been on our podcast, the Chill Pack Hollywood Hour. A brilliant performer. Yeah, she is quite talented. And I encourage everyone watching, get your tickets and come to the Palace Theater live.
Right.
If you were in the Sanford Falls, Connecticut area, and Stafford Falls, sorry, not Sanford, but Stafford Springs Palace Theater, and see Emmy Sunshine perform live in March 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we have some nice shows here, for sure.
Yeah, fantastic. Courtney, you're back on stage?
I am.
Well,
Courtney's going to perform for us.
What?
well, Courtney, we are going to say goodbye to all the spirits who have either... What the hell is that?
What was that?
I don't know.
No idea.
It's still happening. Who's got that audio problem? Is that you, Tammie?
No, I got that. I heard it too. It was like a stillness.
David L. Sloan, is your connection screwing up?
Nope, I'm good.
Richard-Lael.
Nope, mine. I was on mute.
That was a voice in that scratchy. What the?
Hopefully somebody can go back and isolate that and see what it was, because we had the sound problem when she went up to the balcony too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like there's something that didn't want that happening and something doesn't want what's happening now going on too.
Yeah, but I heard a deep male voice through that interference.
Yeah, Courtney's reaction was spot on right when that happened.
Well,
Okay,
so
Courtney.
it's very cold in here, and I was gonna say I don't know why I brought these, or I'm hoping this is why I brought these, but I was told to bring flowers,
Aww.
and I thought that a nice thing to do after we're done is to thank all of our performers with flowers, because
And you know,
I
they
used to love getting flowers on stage.
Well, and one of the traditions in the theater, when a show ended, they would bring cemetery flowers. They'd actually go to a cemetery and take flowers from the grave, and they'd give them to the director it was a way of signifying the death of the show, the end of the show.
That's so cool.
So
I didn't know that was a tradition.
I think if you tell everybody, all the spirits there, that you have cemetery or graveyard, it's a graveyard bouquet, I think is what they called it.
Wow. So Courtney, if you say...
What's funny is that it's called on the sticker a sunny morning bouquet, but we can pretend it's a morning with a U bouquet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
We're all vaudeville performers today.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, anyone who is here with me, who has helped me, talked to me, interacted with me, I want to thank you and give you these, what are they called? Graveyard flowers, the graveyard bouquet, as my token of thanks for coming and performing today. You guys did great. Can we have a round of applause?
Fantastic.
All right,
Thank you so much, Courtney. And let's thank also. Yes, maybe pour another splash of whiskey into the glass.
Should we? I still have some. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at that. Everybody's joining. Oh my gosh.
All right. Here's to you guys. Great job.
Here's to you. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Chris Young, thank you for joining us and giving us some insight. And we hope the theater continues to entertain the masses for years to come. And let's check in with Richard-Lael Lillard one last time. Let's see his painting. Look
at that.
That is
You can
fantastic.
read it, but it says "Scared and Alone."
Richard-Lael, that's so good.
Fantastic. As always, you can find all of his work on Instagram, Twitter, wherever the great visual digital pieces exist. Thank you so much, Richard-Lael Lillard.
You're welcome.
As
Courtney,
always,
breathe.
Yeah, can
Oh,
we
yeah.
do a Richard
cleansing
Lael
breathe.
breath
Yes,
before we
let's,
go?
as we end every Scared Alone lately, let us have a cleansing breath led by Richard-Lael. Go ahead.
Okay, 3 breaths into the nose, out to the mouth, and we'll hold it for the count of 3. Into the nose. 1, 2, 3. Out to the mouth. Into the nose. Out to the mouth. 1 more. Into the nose. Everything is going to be fine. Make certain that you get mundane, that you eat something that is a little bit salty. Saltier than, of course, those jokes that we told during the show. But something salty.
Those were corny, not salty. But
Corny, that's it. That's the word I was looking for.
That's right. And Tammie, thank you so much for joining us this time. A pleasure as always. We can find you at the Haunted LA Girl. I'm sure that's your Instagram handle. Am I not mistaken? Oh, we lost your audio. Ironically. Can we hear you, Tammie? No. But thank you very much, Tammie. Absolutely. David L. Sloan, as always, from Key West, Florida. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having all the insights and the historical background. And I can't wait to us come down to that fire hall and do a ghost hunt. We got to do that one of these days.
Oh, I know. Scared and Alone in Key West. Woo-wee.
Oh my gosh. That would be a car trip that I would drive from Michigan down to see you.
Yeah.
Dean, pick me up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on down.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait a sec. I see a show where I drive along the East Coast and I pick everybody up and we get to Key West and then we do the fire hall. What?
I'm in.
I'm talking to the producers. I think we got our summer rating special right there.
Done.
100%.
Courtney, again, you have been the bravest person in all of paranormal entertainment. We thank you so much. We wish you a safe journey out of that theater. And
I would just like to say, for the record, for anyone listening, you are not allowed to come home with me, especially the criminal. No more free
Hell
touches.
yeah.
no more. Yeah, don't everybody stay where you are.
Fine. You'll be fine, Courtney. They won't be following you home. They won't be following anybody.
They're
Except
not
for
allowed.
Dean, they might be following you home. They might be. Following.
I'm in Michigan, for crying out loud. What do they? It is winter. It is cold. They do not want to be here.
They're coming for the Roomba, Dean.
Okay. I've been throwing out all my robotic vacuum cleaners. They're all going in the bin. I'm trashing them all. So that's not happening.
Everybody in the comment section tonight, too. I mean, the regulars who have been coming here every time that we're on, they really did such an amazing job. You know,
Yes.
they really helped
Yeah,
drive.
big time.
Such a huge thanks to everybody.
For sure.
Leading the
And this
hunt.
is why we call it Scared Alone, the only interactive live paranormal investigation where everybody's involved, not just us on Zoom, but everybody commenting. We thank you so much. If you recorded an EVP and hear something, send it back to us. We'll review it and comment it on the next show, because we're here. I think we're going to be every Saturday night from 8 to 10 Eastern here on all the streaming platforms that exist. We thank everybody who's been here. I've been Dean Haglund. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, David. Thank you, Tammie. Thank you, Richard-Lael, and everybody else. Till next week, take care.
Night.
Intensity may be more than some wish to be exposed to, and those people should be forewarned.
Get out.
What?
Die. It said die. Get out. Die.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
God.
it's like the same
Okay.
voice too.
It is the same voice. It is the
Yeah.
same tone.
Maybe we should get out of that room because
Yeah.
he was lighting up and it said get out or die. I don't know.
Get out or die.
Get
Oh,
out
I
or
heard.
die. Okay.
Oh. Okay, what happened, Courtney? You scared the crap out of me.
I don't know. There was something flying.
What do you mean flying? A bat?
Whoever's here and interacting with me, are you trying to bring me up to the second floor?
Look at it move.
Listen, I can see it on this, but it's not really doing it in person.
What, I'm imagining that? I'm also hearing some sort of voice.
At night, when they open back up in the morning, that doll was in a different part of the store.
Go red.
Oh,
Go red.
no.
It's, oh, geez, there's the car moving around.
Why is it moving by itself?
People are smelling embalming fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's saying you're not safe.
Yeah. David, how do you feel? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I mean, I'm really concerned. This is weird. People are picking up on a tunnel below there. Here's the
A
wild
tunnel? There's
Salem is known for its tunnels.
I can hear it.
thing. Ask them if they're ready to go to war.
Oh, wow.
Somebody's getting, where are
And
all
when
my
I laugh,
things?
it goes off.
Things are not mine. My house. They said there's something going on with that clown. The people are still seeing stuff with the eyes on the clown.
Does she?
Oh, is this the motion control doll?
Are you
There it
the
is
female
again, right?
prisoner?
I saw someone run from that area. Oh my gosh, why did you do that?
Courtney, you need to be warned. Somebody says that they see someone following you around there and touching you on the shoulder.
I've heard what she's hearing, and it catches you, and it's a little bit, it's scary. It's scary.